Clean, cool, and decidedly contemporary, Michelle Smith's distinctive creations for her fashion label MILLY have attracted a cult following and celebrity clientele for almost 2 decades.
There's a little bit of a Parisian sensibility. It's always very dressed up. It's a good girl that has a little bit of a bad girl on the side.
Michelle Smith designs the most elegant ladylike clothes that make you look like $1 million that don't cost $1 million. She has a Paris couture sensibility, and she brings it to all of us girls who may not be able to afford a couture dress. And she also has a little bit of downtown sensibility. Sometimes she gets a little wacky, which I love.
I feel like I have a good feel for trends and what's going to happen next. I think part of that is because I am my own customer and I design clothes for myself. So I know what I already have in my closet and what I'm tired of wearing. And I can kind of anticipate, well, what do I want to wear next? I went to school in New York at FIT, and I moved to Paris and continued my studies there at a school called Esmode. While I was there, I interned at Christian Dior, Louis Vuitton, Hermes. When I came back to New York, I worked on 7th Avenue, which was completely different. It was, more business, but it was a great training to start my own line. And I started it with my husband, actually.
In spring 2001, MILLY was born.
She's built a business from basically scratch, and we're all very, very proud of her.
As long as I make clothes that I myself would want to wear, I don't think that I can go wrong, because I think that there are a lot of girls out there like me.
I think her clothing's very practical. It's like she's got great dresses, but then also really nice everyday wear. Very feminine, eclectic.
I think that's the beauty of MILLY. She has stuff that you can wear when you're going out at night, stuff that I could wear to set, and stuff that I could wear when I'm studying at college.
Try to give women beautiful wearable clothes. I think wearability is key.
Michelle Smith counts many celebrities among her fans, including Michelle Obama, who wore a gown based on a piece from the MILLY Spring 2017 collection for her official portrait. In a competitive and oversaturated industry, Michelle Smith is keeping her brand alive and thriving, with MILLY standing out from the crowd of contemporary fashion labels.
I love what I do. From the time I was a little girl, I always wanted to do this, so I'm really happy that I've sort of realized my dream.
The story behind the MILLY model is that she's a ballet dancer. She had her hair up in a high bun, and she's taken it down into a low ponytail herself before she goes out. Some of the girls have got little frizz in their hair, and we kind of knock that down with using either a flat iron or a curling iron, but not super straight. So it still has that natural kind of look to it.
There's a lot of softness in the collection. We're doing a very soft, hazy rim around the eye, and then we're using a product called Liquid Candlelight in the inner corners and the upper cheekbones just to highlight and give a little bit of a extra oomph on the runway.
The concept of dusk, and the colors in my collection show the colors of nightfall. We start out very softly in the beginning of the show, progressing into blush pinks, charcoals, and finally black for a very dramatic, beautiful ending. I love texture and shine, reworking fabrics. You'll see mille-feuille crepes. Really looks like a mille-feuille cake. Teeny tiny little layers of pleated chiffon. Pleats are very important this season. Mixing heavier fabrics with softer fabrics. Quilting, you see even quilted sequins I'm loving texture and shine and drama. Oh, I love the accessories I've done this season. You'll see a lot of really cool little shrunken mini totes. They're kind of the new thing. You can wear them with a crossbody or just in your hand. Lots of beautiful textures there, like python texture, pony fur. The collection is a personal extension of myself, and I'm just a feminine kind of girl, but you know, I want to look cool too. Best of both worlds.
Well, the look we did today is kind of a real kind of gamine look, something that's not very brushed or even kind of so neat. And the way we kind of warrant that in a nice way is by a very kind of specific and center sophisticated part. Really kind of a look of confidence, let's say.
I was inspired by the postmodern movement in graphic design and music, and so my palette is very bold and vibrant, especially for a winter collection. But I've taken those colors and I've broken them a little bit with nude, buff, grays, a little burgundy to offset it a little bit and make it very fresh and relevant for today.
I loved it. I loved the sparkle pink jacket, and I love the neon colors, and especially the beaded top. I was a big fan. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was fantastic. Really, really. I love the jumpsuit with the dingle dangle. I don't know. What do you say? Yeah, the colors are fantastic. Yeah, I love the structural and like tough but elegant. That was great.
The shapes are very sculptural. I was really sculpting with my fabric. With a lot of my fabrics, I took very luxurious classic fabrics like Italian wool Milton, and I bonded them. And then with that, I was able to sculpt, you'll see coats and skirts and pants that are really unlike anything you've ever seen.
I love Millie. I'm a great supporter. She sends me clothes. I wear them. They look awesome. And she has great designs. They're young, they're flirty, they're fun, but it's still great quality. She just has very strong pieces, but they're to be see-through. And I like that. It's kind of strong but smooth. Girly but still quite masculine. It's weird. Yeah, I like it.
I like being very active, but it's sort of an edge of elegance, and I feel like it just fits my body really well. It's flattering to my waist and to my hips, and I love a crop top. I have bright hair, so it's nice to sort of offset that with other colors.
I hope they feel excited and jazzed to wear the collection, right?
Romance and minimalism merged at MILLY's Spring 2016 show.
My starting point was a mood. I wanted to convey romanticism. And to take the MILLY girl on a modern summer romance. Well, I think classic fabrics I've used, like cotton poplin and denim linen, but the way I've rendered them, I think is very modern and very fresh. The color palette is inspired from sunrise to sunset, so you'll have shades of blue transitioning into mango, papayas, and flaming orange and reds at the end. The woman who wears MILLY is a woman who wants to feel beautiful and confident, and she knows who she is. Confident. She loves fashion. Well, I called my collection the intimacy of winter, because I feel like in the wintertime, as women, we tend to cover ourselves up and conceal our femininity, and I wanted to really reveal it in a beautiful, sensual, vibrant way. I'm showing a few pairs of pants this season, but I'm showing a lot of dresses and a lot of skirts. I have a lot of really beautiful statement coats in the collection. I think that's a great way to make an entrance. It's the first thing anyone notices when you enter a room is your coat. A lot of luxurious fabrics, a lot of attention to detail, and strategically placed slivers of skin. Revealing delicate parts of the woman's body, like the nape of the neck or the collarbone. Looks like a flower blooming in the winter. That's sort of what I was thinking about.
MILLY is a contemporary brand, and I think what she showed was a little more sophisticated than what we're used to. The show was really fun. We're seeing fall collections and everything seems very light, like spring. So all of this talk of buy now, wear now, I think there's a real sense that what we're showing has to be worn now. So it's not really about fall or spring anymore. And I think her collection really embodied that.
MILLY's always fun. It's relaxed, you have a good time, everyone's nice, the clothes are beautiful.
I loved it. Like, that's my style. There was a lot of sparkle happening. I loved it.
My woman this season, she's a bit delicate, but there's a very beautiful strength in her delicate nature.
The look for today is this beautiful fresh face. We are highlighting in the upper cheekbone area and the inner corner of the eye. And we're just making the girls kind of glow and be really fresh and kind of matte in the center and a super glossy nude lip. In the collection, there's a lot of these matte cottons. It's almost like a dry cotton, so I wanted to do something that was super glossy to counteract that, and I think that really adds to what Michelle did this collection.
I was really exploring the space between purity and sensuality with this collection. My fabric choices, I was really drawn to these very pure fabrics, 100% cottons, 100% silks. And then I wanted to take these very pure fabrics and create something very sensual and beautiful out of them. Really, it's a personal experience designing this collection. You know, it's a labor of love, and I try on every single piece myself during the design process. It's made in New York City, and yeah, I think MILLY is for a girl a lot like me.
This is MILLY, this is MILLY, this is MILLY. I love the texture of the jacket. I really love patterns, but I really love comfortability.
I love that it's mod, but simple, but also kind of funky and flirty. I love prints, I love color. MILLY has all the things that I'm really interested in when it comes to fashion.
I've really paid a lot of attention to the back details, so be sure you watch the back as much as the front. My collection is called Fractured. And it started from the way I was feeling post-election and, you know, kind of sitting in that feeling and just realizing the true emotion in that and designing from that point. And so I'm expressing that emotion in just about every piece.
MILLY fits right into my personal style. MILLY basically is my personal style. I wear a lot of black and a lot of black and white, but I love throwing in pops of color, and MILLY does that so well. It's always, you know, it's always based in sort of these classic silhouettes, but then there are these little unexpected pops of color and style and things that just make it so unique.
You'll see shirts which are borrowed from menswear, like shirting and suiting, but which I've reinterpreted in the emotion of fracture with slices, with wrapping things backwards. There's a private opulence in a lot of the fabrics, and some of the pieces that are, you know, the shinier pieces like the sequins, I've paired them with matte sweaters or matte coats to give it a wearability factor. I want my customer to not feel intimidated by the clothes I create. I want them to make her feel beautiful and empowered and confident. So I try to, you know, hold her hand and show her the way to do it. It was really hard at first because I didn't know what I wanted to say. Like, I hadn't reached that point where I realized that I should just be honest and express my true emotion. And so I was struggling, and then when I realized, wait, this is the way I feel, this is what I need to say, it was amazing. It was like I was just a portal, and the ideas were just flowing through me. So I know from now on, I just need to find that honest emotion of what I'm feeling at the moment, and it happens, you know, and finding the strength in that. Well, they're like our armor, right? Clothes are our armor, you know, our psychological armor. And, you know, I feel like it's an honor to create clothes that can make women feel confident and empowered. I've been thinking a lot about the importance of love and inclusiveness and, you know, respecting our individualities and the beauty of our individuality, but then when we come together, you know, the beautiful things we can do together. And so working through the idea of the spectrum, the rainbow. It's a very colorful collection. It's probably my most colorful fall collection I've ever done. And I think it's also very powerful because it's very monochromatic in the way I've dressed the models, and head to toe red, head to toe blue, head to toe green, really harnessing the individual qualities of color, because there are psychological meanings to color. And when you dress head to toe like that, you really can harness those powers. I am. I'm wearing a dress from the collection. Actually, 2 dresses layered over each other. I guess over the past few years, I've become rather political in my collections and emotional in my inspirations. And I think that's when you create your best art, is when you can really dig deep and work from an emotional place. So it's exciting as a designer to have, you know, 360 from my color selection, my fabrics, the set design, to be able to express what I'm feeling and how I want other people to feel or what I want other people to think about. It's really rewarding. I'm using a lot of very luxurious materials, stretch silk, stretch satins. It's all vegan faux fur. There's no real fur used in the show. You'll see a lot of contrast between matte and shine, which I love. A lot of sequins. And in these beautiful, luxurious fabrics, I've chosen to stay with a more minimal cut. I think it's got to be one or the other. I'm really feeling minimalism again. I'm doing away with ruffles, doing away with kind of prissy detailing. That's not what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling a much more clean, minimal, fluid sort of feeling. I think she's smart. She wants to dress in a way that makes her feel empowered and vibrant and sexy, and who doesn't want to feel like that? I want to feel like that. As beautiful as those colors are individually, when they come together at the end, they form a beautiful rainbow. It's a beautiful message. Everyone is welcome in my brand, and I hope it makes them feel amazing.